In this video, I am going to be teaching you how to create a pie chart using Power BI. Before we get started, scan the QR code, follow the link, and put in your email address and join our community. What does joining our community do? Joining our community, you get access to our weekly newsletter, our free Power BI webinar that's held once a week, 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, in addition to a whole slew of other stuff that goes along and comes with being a member of our community here at Power of the BI. Also, if you like what we're doing and you like the videos, the information that we're providing to you guys, all I'd like for you to do is like and subscribe. Now, let's get right on over to the video. Welcome back to another lesson in the power of the BI. That's right, welcome back to another lesson in the power of the BI. This video is actually going to be a pretty simple, easy concept. We're talking about pie charts. And of course, we learned about pie charts as we did pies in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade math, right? Pie chart in Power BI is pretty much the same pie. What percentage of something do we have? It's pretty much what a pie chart is showing. Now, here is where it gets a little tricky. We want to see values in the pie chart. We want to see, in order to get percentages, we have to have values, right? The value of something and the percentage of the value of something, or the value percent of something. So what we have to remember with the pie chart is that we're looking for values, or we're looking for counts. In this particular deal, we're just going to call it values. I haven't really created any more measures than what we created initially. So we're going to use those measures only to show how that pie chart is going to break out. But just understand is when you build out or when you use a pie chart visual, you're trying to compare. You're trying to show the comparison of values of entities or of an entity, right? Or of elements or of an element. So just remember that when you use your pie, or when you start using the pie chart. But what I'm going to use is we created a measure, and we call that measure total due. So I'm going to bring the total due into the values. And I want to compare total due against total tax amount. So out of that total due, how much of that is, how does that compare to the total tax amount? And now we're seeing that the total due is this light blue and the total tax amount is a dark blue. So the total tax amount is 7.64% of the total due. We can use this. We can put as many values in the value section as we want. So let's say total subtotal. So the subtotal is right at about 45%. The total due of that, the tax amount of that is 4.1, and now of that total amount, we are looking at that being 50.62%. I'm not going to try to throw too many other values in here because we're going to look at values later, but this is where we're going to go deeper into the pie chart with an understanding of measures later. But this is just what I want to show you how a pie chart works. When you are trying to use the pie, you want to use values, I'm going to say numbers or percentages or dollar amounts. And of course, the pie chart can be formatted the same way as the other visuals. We would just come up to the format section, and in the pie chart, it's not called columns, they're called slices. So we can come down to the slices and we can change the colors. So now that takes out the blue, and we're getting actual colors here. I'm going to come to general and effects, and I'm going to get rid of this background color, and it's called a background white. Now, something else that I'm going to throw into the pie chart, or into this visual, or into this lesson, is something similar to the pie chart. Just like the column chart is similar to the bar chart, another element that is similar to the pie chart is called the donut. Let's go back and replace that. I want to do a Control C. I want to come over and Control V. I want to bring it over. And now I'm going to select the donut. So the donut is pretty much giving us the same analysis that the pie chart is giving us, but it's a different visual. So, like I said before, I don't really like having the same visual repeating itself over and over, but you may be comparing several things that may have, or let's say a couple of elements that you may be able to show that a pie chart may be a good visual for, but you've shown the pie chart in one, now you want to show the pie chart again, but rather than using the pie chart, this time use the donut, right? Because it gives it just looks better to the eye when you're creating visuals and you're not creating all of this. You don't have a page full of the same visuals. So that is the pie chart and the donut chart. And again, the donut chart, it pretty much changes formatting the same way as the pie. The donut, it's called slices, and we can change the colors by slices. Let's see here. We don't want to change that. That's already that color. And so we've changed the colors to the slices. But we're looking at similar visualizations. As you can tell, now we're not looking at a pie chart over and over. We're looking at a pie chart and donut chart. They're going to give us the same analysis, just different visuals, right? Just a different visual. So let's see, what else do we have here? I mean, as I said before, the pie chart and the donut chart, they're very similar, but they don't necessarily, well, they're very similar, but we don't necessarily have to use the same visuals over and over. This, the pie chart, donut chart, once we've gone through several different visuals, and we've got a pretty good idea and a pretty good understanding of visualizations in Power BI at this point. So, we don't really have to beat a dead horse to really understand, how these visuals work. We do understand now what the different visuals do and how to format the visuals. Is the overall concept now is understanding how to use the measures or creating measures to get the different analysis that we're trying to achieve, because we have a pretty good grasp on the different visualizations that we have access to, but now we're going to need to be able to really get deeper into the measures of those analysis. So with that said, I'm not going to beat that dead horse. This has been the lesson here on pie charts and donuts. So this has been the lesson on the donut chart and the pie chart. So with that said, no further ado, this lesson we've pretty much completed, and I look forward to seeing you win again in the next video.